Welcome back to the channel. It is midweek, week off work. Just going to change the bottom bracket on my Fatbike. So bicycles, right? You don't need a lot of tools. These are my good tools, but you don't need a lot. I mean, everything that's up there is in that box as well. That's my old tools, cheaper tools. Take them with us in the van. Spare cables, spare chain, usual bike stuff. Anyway, stick you there. The reason I'm doing this is because the bottom bracket is shagged. Look at that. Aye. So this bottom bracket, we run cheap square taper bottom brackets in these bikes because they're 100mm wide. So your modern day mountain bikes are 73, and when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about the width, and it's to do with the tyre width, the clear. I don't buy expensive bottom brackets. This one's actually been in here, you don't believe it, 5 years. That's tight. So I bought these, yeah. I'm still living in East Fortune when I bought these, my old house. We don't skimp on some parts of our bikes, like really good hubs, British hubs, Hope hubs. And they sound lovely. Made in Britain. Shimano group sets. I always ride Shimano gears. I'll always have. We run cable brakes on our bikes for the beach. Nothing to corrode the salt water. With the bottom brackets, these are like 12 quid on eBay from Hong Kong. It's actually very hard to get them in the UK. Let me see if my local shop Colin can get them for me though. So righty tighty, righty loosen. Left hand tread on a bicycle on the right hand side. And that is so the cranks don't fall off when you're pedaling. As you're turning, there's always an energy that's keeping that tight. So there you go. Now this is one that you can buy in Britain, VP. You can see the plane that. I've tried to press these out. You need a proper press to do it. So it's really more hassle on its worth. So that is junk. How many miles has that done? I built this bike when I had my cancer, so it's a long time ago. So other things I do, clear out thread. I don't soak my carpet. I put new fresh grease in, and that's marine grease that we use, which is basically what your boat trailers use on the bearings and axles. And the difference having a work stand to working on a bike upside down. And then everything has marine grease for the beach. So anything that's metal to metal, metal to alloy, alloy to alloy, if you don't grease it, it will seize up. You can see that just walking around the coast, what the salt air and salt water does to them. But it's a testament to these bikes that they go through what they go through. So that same grease does all the threads. This is graphite grease. It's the last of a big cartridge made by Worth. So what we do, I need to get another cartridge of that, is you ping out the seals, repack these, because these are just cheap Chinese bearings, just repack them. And what that grease does is it's got a grit in it. So the idea being, if it does somehow get washed out, then what will happen is there's still the graphite, stop the bearing seizing. Won't save the bearing. So we'll tighten that right up till I'll put the other side in. There is something relaxing about working on bicycles. It's certainly it's a lot easier than a Jeep. I'm still here. So the reason I'm also doing this is we're going to Glentress tomorrow, which, if you don't know, is like one of the best mountain bike centres in Britain. about 50 minutes drive. It's not far, but people is terrible to get to from any direction. So I used to go there all the time. You'll see some pictures pop up. Oh, damn, that's me in the good old days. That's about orange bikes, Santa Cruz Heckler. That's 2006. So, going wrong way, please. So the reason I stopped going down there was these bikes and the travelling and stuff. And sadly, mountain biking it's the new golf, well, cycling is, isn't it? And I didn't really like where it was going. Well, I prefer these bikes because we just do our own thing on the coast. I don't spend 2 hours driving. I can go out and ride for 2 hours from here and do 20-30 miles. So, lastly, big dollop of grease on the end of the cranks. So obviously this is what you call a square taper bottom bracket, which is your old fashioned bottom brackets. And what I buy, these are Thorn cranks. If you're into bicycle touring, you'll have heard of Thorn. They do the Raven, the Nomad. Friend Chris has got a Nomad. They are like the touring. These are the bikes you buy to go to, like, where? Outer Mongolia. You take a steel Raven bike. These are steel as well. But these crank arms are brilliant. And we also use, I'm going to try and get these because they're from America, wolf tooth, I forgot the name of them, wolf tooth components. Stainless steel, not steel. There's your steel one rusting away in the back, but it's hard to get steel middle cassettes. Anyway, so I'd like to thank all the folk I've had for new subscribers. Channel's starting to grow. I'm averaging 4 subscribers a month, and interestingly, somebody got in touch with me the other day, Steve. Hi Steve. When we went out for a wander on the coast talking stuff, and he did make a good point that you make your channel your own channel, and folk will like that. It's like, people like you, they'll watch your stuff. If they don't like you, they won't watch your stuff. Right, so let's tighten these up. So once I ride this bike, which I'll take it for a test ride around the town, I'll tighten those cranks so they're tightened down, or at least not today, but tomorrow. Come back to Glentress. You'll not be seeing me doing any massive sick air jumps or anything like that. I'll be behaving myself because it's been a long time since I've done all that sort of stuff. I'm not 9 stone and made of rubber. I'm not like a rubber golf ball now or a tennis ball. I'm more like an egg, so if I hit the ground I'm just going to splat. But geez, itching to go down, so we've got the big van now, so we can go down, go round, go back to the van, have a brew, and that's something else to do. So hopefully you'll share your thoughts on that if you enjoy it. So now, other news. Come with me. As you know, Jeep's all sorted. Bearings. Remember I was saying these were £30 each from my Jeep supplier. 2 bearings, and that was £10 to the Jeep supplier. 2 bearings and the seal from Bearings Britain, or Britain Bearings on eBay. £18. So there you go. They'll go on the other side when they're needed, and I've still got to get the smaller ones. I'll loop them up. Other thing is the old knuckle joint. It's actually been lying outside since we took it off. People were asking me why I don't just tap this out. I did explain why, but I'm going to show you why. That's an X size thread up. We've now got the AF. So I don't know my pitches and AF or UNC, whatever it is, but we'll tap it out to that on a wet day. We've got nothing else to do, which we've always got things to do. and we'll see if we can do it. But as you can see, look how thin that is there. Now, if you take that out, you're probably going to half the thickness. How much would you trust that? And the knuckle as well would have to get drilled out where the 4 holes go through. They need to be, so that would be thinner as well. So, is it worth it? I don't think it is. So, lastly, Enfield, I'm taking it out this afternoon, so you'll get a film after the Glentress film. And these are run. Get the rust off the discs, just speckled in the holes. But I'm just itching to get out my bike. And it is dry today, so anyway, just a quick catch up, alright? Just let you know I'm alive and well. And let's get this finished, get another link on that chain, extend it, and that's ready to go. And I will see you in the next film. Thanks for watching, bye for now.